Welcome to Questions with Mike. I'm Mike. Today we're going to talk about the gifts of the Spirit. The question is, if you had to pick one of the 9 gifts of the Spirit, you could only have that one. Which would you pick? And I haven't actually thought about the answer for this yet. I saved it for this shoot, so I don't know what I'm going to pick. So give me a moment to think about that. But just to recap for our viewers, in case you guys don't know all the gifts, I'm going to list them for you. I believe I'm going to be able to do this. There are the gift of tongues, interpretation of tongues, word of knowledge, or just the gift of knowledge, right? The word of wisdom, prophecy, healing, miracles, discernment, and faith. Now, if you had to pick from one of these 9, which would you pick? And now I'm going to think about it. Oh, miracles feels pretty obvious, right? We all want to do miracles, which would be super cool. I'm like, do I want that? I might pick miracles. Healing's cool. I mean, it's funny because like when some of these things just feel so, we do them all the time, you kind of lose value for them maybe. Prophecy obviously is amazing. I tend to have a value for discernment. I don't know how to live life without discernment, so it's kind of weird to consider not having it. I kind of take it for granted. It doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like a sense almost, So I'm like, I can do without it. And then it's gone, and I'm like, faith. Man, the gift of faith. Interpretation of tongues would be cool. I don't like that you have to be dependent on other people speaking tongues in order to do it, That feels like... Oh, I think I'd probably pick miracles. I know that sounds like cliche, but I'd probably choose, I don't know, man, wisdom's really helpful. I'd probably pick miracles. I don't really understand what a gift of miracles feels like, I think I'm so in tune with the discernment piece, it's hard to imagine what it would be like to be that in tune with a miracles gift. You know what I mean? What would that be like? How would you respond to the world? I think that would have to come with you'd have a certain worldview and a bent and an agenda and a perspective, and you'd have I would have a demand and an expectation of everyone else around me. You guys, miracles are normal. And they maybe don't have the same gift moving in them, but I'm like, we have to move in this, This is it affects the way we think and experience problems and see the world and build the future, and miracles would inform that, kind of like how discernment has done that for me. So I'm like, man, what would that be like, That makes me curious. And anyway, I'd probably pick the miracles thing. When you read, obviously, Jesus and miracles Jesus performed, some of the apostles, but also Elijah, obviously dramatic. Elisha had some very strange miracles that he would perform. I'm like, what is going on? Elisha reminds me the most of a wizard of all the miracles, just because the weird things that he would do and the correlation between natural physical matter to supernatural phenomenon. What are you doing? So it's so interesting to consider that. Anyway, I'll probably pick miracles, mostly just because I think it's so intriguing. I just would love to see what that'd be expressed in a person among a community, this person just performing miracles, and I guess I imagine it not just in church services or conferences or gatherings of people. I'm imagining someone moving in that stuff in their day-to-day life. I don't know what that would look like. I'm intrigued. I've seen miracles happen, but usually it's because of other things that people didn't necessarily mean to cause them, you know what I mean? So to be intentional and to move in that with purpose and authority, man, that'd be cool. So I'd pick miracles. So we're going to do a poll, you guys. Problem is, YouTube only allows us to pick 5. So I'm going to make a decision right now. We're going to get rid of tongues and interpretation of tongues. Wait, there are 9 total. Because those, to me, feel pretty common, and also, I want to hear... Anyway, we're going to get rid of those 2. 2 more. Let's get rid of the gift of faith. Sorry. And the gift of wisdom. So that leaves prophecy, miracles, healing, discernment, and knowledge. If you would pick from these 5, which would you pick? To participate in the poll, click on the top right part of the screen with that icon, and you can jump in and vote. Thoughts, comments, other questions, put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions for this series, you can email us at contact@mikemyershow.com with questions with Mike in the subject line. We'd love to answer your questions. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd love for you guys to see the other videos that we have coming out. Give this video a like, and we'll see you next time.